If planning dinner for your family has you feeling frustrated and bored, I hear ya. But don't worry, because today I'm going to share with you 5 simple and easy family dinners that also have a gluten-free and dairy-free option to show you that family dinner doesn't have to be complicated. Let's do it.
So we're starting things off with this sausage and veggie sheet pan dinner and this Texas Roadhouse rice. I love this recipe because it's so customizable. Just use whatever veggies or meat you have on hand. And the most important thing is that you're chopping these veggies up to be about the same size so that they cook evenly. And I just used whatever I had in my fridge. I just had asparagus I'd forgotten about and half a zucchini. I just tossed it all in there. And then I sliced up my meat as well and put it in there. And you're gonna drizzle this with 2 tablespoons of olive oil and put your favorite seasoning on there. It's as simple as that. I like multi-purpose seasoning or all-purpose seasoning, and this balsamic glaze from Costco. It's so good. Give everything a quick stir and then just toss it onto a parchment-lined baking sheet, and you're gonna pop it in the oven at 425 for 20 to 25 minutes. And about halfway through, so about the 10-minute mark, you're gonna give everything a stir to make sure everything's just browning and caramelizing evenly.
I'm her favorite child.
Next, for that Texas Roadhouse rice, this calls for a half a cup of butter, and we have a dairy-free gal in our house, so I use this dairy-free butter. It is super yummy, very flavorful, but it's expensive. So I only used half the butter and then half olive oil, also to make it a little healthier. And you're gonna saute your rice for about 5 minutes, and then you're gonna chop up like a small onion and put it in there and cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes. And then you're gonna add all the seasoning that makes this rice so delicious. So half a cup of soy sauce. In my case, I use Bragg's because I prefer that. And then you're gonna add in some paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne, and parsley. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, Lauren, you're going too fast, it's okay. I have all of the recipes linked in the description box below, so you can go and look in more detail and print them out and try these recipes. Now, I do want to know in the comments below, though, which one of these you're going to try, so make sure to tell me, and then give me a thumbs up if you love videos like this with lots of recipes. Once you have all those seasonings mixed in, you're going to add 4 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock. I like this better than bouillon from Costco, but you can use whatever. And you're going to let it sit and simmer for 12 to 15 minutes or until your liquid is fully absorbed. The other thing I love about this recipe is my kids could pick out the veggies that they like to eat, and so it kind of pleased everybody. Made good leftovers the next day too. Next up is our burger-loaded salad and oven-roasted potatoes, and this was a huge hit. We're gonna start with a pound of ground beef and just cook it till it's all nice and brown, drain the grease, and then you're gonna add some onion powder and garlic powder and a little salt and pepper, just basically however you would season your burgers. My hubby actually said he preferred this to a burger and fries, believe it or not, because you're filling up on the veggies instead of the bun. And not that there's anything wrong with the bun, but sometimes it's just nice to have some of your favorite foods and a healthier version that still tastes super yummy. And I just love, if you're trying to watch what you're eating or trying to get more veggies into your diet, this is a great way to do it, but it's still really filling. For the salad part, you're gonna chop up however much romaine lettuce your family is gonna eat, and this is super customizable too. Go ahead and put your seasoned meat on top and all of your burger toppings. So some chopped tomato, some chopped pickles, some chopped onion. We are going to use cheese too, but we have a lactose intolerant family member, so I'm going to put 2 different bowls of cheese out so we can put it on by ourselves. We prefer this Costco shredded cheddar, and my daughter really likes the almond milk mozzarella from Trader Joe's. So I just put those in little bowls so people could put them on by themselves. And for the dressing, it's really just your burger toppings. So mayo, ketchup, mustard, relish, a little salt and pepper, and a little bit of vinegar or lemon juice. And you just stir it all up and drizzle it on top, and it is like heaven on a plate. We can't forget our oven roasted potatoes. Preheat your oven to 425, and then whatever kind of potatoes you like. These were Yukon Gold. I just love those. And again, you just do as many potatoes as you think your family's gonna eat. So I think I cubed up about 4 or 5 and threw them in a bowl with a tablespoon or 2 of olive oil and some seasoning salt and spread them evenly on a parchment lined tray. And then I'm gonna pop them in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. And you're gonna wanna stir them about halfway through, and oh, they are so good, you guys. I honestly think I like them better than French fries. They're so yummy. Next up are these super customizable breakfast burritos. Are you noticing a theme yet? Everything I'm sharing is very customizable to your family. I like to start with these uncooked tortillas from Costco and get them all nice and browned up, and then I set them aside and I'm going to cook up some shredded hash browns. You could use tater tots, or you can chop up some potatoes and make homemade hash browns on your own. I was going for easy this night, so I put some oil in the pan and cooked them for about 10 minutes and then flipped them over and finished browning them. And while they're finishing cooking, I cooked up a pound of ground sausage. And I also add our family does about 12 eggs. Again, you can do however much you like. And I just add a little taco seasoning in there with them to give them that sort of breakfast burrito-y flavor, if you will. And super easy, just mix it all together, spoon them on your tortilla with a little cheese and salsa and guac if you like, and then roll it up. And I just served it with a simple little side fruit salad. And I just put grapes and pineapple and a little coconut, and everybody was happy. Next up is the classic spaghetti and meatballs. It doesn't have to be complicated, you guys. Dinner can be simple. So we're gonna start by cooking our pasta and then getting started on our meatballs. And we've got Italian seasoning, some garlic, salt and pepper, parsley, an egg. And since my daughter is gluten-free, I'm using ground up oats instead of breadcrumbs. It works just as well. And some dairy-free Parmesan cheese as well. And then I'm gonna roll them into balls and place them evenly spaced out onto this parchment lined cooking sheet, and then pop them in the oven. You're gonna bake these little guys for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're no longer pink inside. Just to jazz up a boring old jar of sauce, I sauteed up some zucchini that I had in the fridge and threw it in there. And I served all of this with some green beans. Now, are they canned green beans? Yes. Would they be better if they were fresh? Absolutely, but I didn't have them, so I used what I had. Doesn't always have to be gourmet, but I did add a little of this citrusy garlic seasoning to those green beans just to make them a little better than regular. Last, but definitely not least, is this black bean soup and quesadillas. 5-ingredient soup, you guys. It does not get easier than that. Now, I did not have canned beans, so I cooked up some dry ones in my Instant Pot and used that. You're gonna add to this some salsa, some cumin, some garlic, and some cilantro, and that is it. And then you're gonna let it simmer for about 15 minutes till the flavors are all melded together. I'm sure you know how to make quesadillas, so I won't tell you that, but I did use uncooked tortillas from Costco for us and white corn tortillas with the almond milk Trader Joe's cheese for my daughter who is gluten-free and dairy-free. And once they were all crispy, I cut them up and served them with the soup and some cara oranges. So yummy.